So with that being said, guys, I am just excited. We got a special guest on the line. We worked to get through the morning piece of celebration, but it's such an amazing space to be in when God is blessing us so much that we got so much to celebrate. And so make sure we get the numbers up over 300. By the way, this is a man that I want to bring up right now who I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He is my go-to when I'm in the business and looking for strategies to build. He's the person that pours into me from a business perspective on understanding psychologies of just team building, understanding structural things, understanding the sequence of even what's trending in our time. He is a millennial. He's doing some really big things. He's the point of contact for Christopher Terry when Chris started this whole thing off. And to me, that is so powerful. It's something about honor. It's something about honor and never forgetting the people that God chose. We don't get to choose who God uses to bless us, right? We don't get to choose who God uses to bless us. And so with that being said, this is the man that kicked this thing off. It's one thing to have a vision. Christopher Terry had the vision that God gave him to start this amazing company. But every visionary needs support. And who he went to and who God chose and who God connected was the man that you're about to hear from right now. So if your team members, for whatever reason, are not on this call, you need to make sure that they're on this call right now. You need your pens out. You need your notepads out. You need to be texting them like bananas right now. Your chats need to be lit up right now because they need to hear what is about to be said. This is bigger than just a moment in time. This is about a mission, and it's about a movement that is going to change the financial trajectory for so many lives. So without any further ado, I want to bring to the line my brother, who is representing the entire I Am family, because everybody is underneath his organization. I'm talking about the very, very first person inside of this space to say yes to Christopher Terry. And now we all are blessed because of his yes. Without any further ado, I want to introduce to some and present to others the top chairman in I Am Mastery Academy, a man that is leading the way, a man that God has chose to position for a time such as this. My brother, Mr. Rich Off the Net, Garrett Roberts. Woo! Yeah! I better like the chat.
Yes, Garrett, yes, fire. Rich Off the Net.
Yes, Rich Off the Net. Let's go. Where you at, my brother? Let me know.
Yo, my mic. Can y'all hear me loud and clear?
We can hear you loud and clear. I don't see you, but let me see how I can figure that out. Where you at?
Is my camera on?
Hold on. Let me find you. I see you.
How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hope you all are feeling good. Feeling good, feeling great.
Let's go. Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. Guys, I'm loving the energy this morning. Really loving the energy. Chyna, I definitely appreciate you having me on the call. You already know, I always tell you it's a blessing to even be able to rock the same business with you, any call with you, the same stage with you, same event as you. To be able to call you a big sister is such an honor. You pour into people, you make people just better just by opening your mouth, speaking life into people all the time, always speaking life into me. We bounce ideals off of each other all the time, literally a real family, guys. And that's what you guys have here, like the Rich family, Rich University. Like, guys, you gotta understand that is a family that you guys are a part of. You literally got to go out there and put your best put your best on every single morning to help the next person, right? Always be continuing to grow, always continue to get better, always continue to perfect on your craft, always continue to learn more about the business, learn more about entrepreneurship, just so you could go out and impact somebody else. And that's what Chyna does literally every single day. She gets on these calls not to just hear herself talk or just to go around and say, hey, I'm a leader, watch me, follow me. She literally steps in the front, which is one of the hardest places to be, just to help you guys. So drop some fire emojis in the chat for Chyna for even doing these morning calls, these team huddles, because that's literally where it starts off at. So if you don't got fire, drop some ones then. If you don't got fire, you don't got emojis, I don't know. But drop some ones, drop some fire emojis. So guys, Chyna, like I said, thank you for having me on. Shout out to all the rank ups, everybody that was ranking up, the new P5000s, super shout out to the new P5 because that takes a lot. We do not look at those ranks as if it was easy or they are little ranks. We understand that every Chairman 100 was once a P5, every Chairman 500 was once a P5, every Chairman 1 million was once a P1, was once a P6. So when we see you guys hit these positions, we are already telling ourselves that a new success story, maybe the newest, biggest success story in the business is you, right? I've seen so many people go from that P150, P600 spot and become some of the biggest success stories in the business. So guys, some of the things that I just want to talk about is just phenomenal job on everything you guys are doing. What you guys are creating is literally mind blowing, guys. You got to really take pride into what you're creating. I know a lot of you are in the moment right now, and this might be something new to you, or maybe you've done this before, and you're just in the moment, you're living and you're excited. You know, Tokyo, China, Rich University, and all these things are working, or maybe I'm talking to that person and that's on this call right now, and everything's not working for you yet, but you're doing all the right things and you're wondering why it's not clicking for you, right? So I kind of want to just talk on some things that I truly feel that is important in being in this business for you guys. I'm literally going to talk to the people who want to grow 6-figure and 7-figure businesses. I think you guys are doing a phenomenal job on the trading side. You know, you have phenomenal leaders that wake up every single morning or stay up every single night to get you guys paid in the market. Do not take that for granted, because anything outside of what I am offers is definitely extra just from your leaders, right? You gotta understand they're pretty much going out their way to give you more and more and more. So you definitely want to show your gratitude and definitely just be honored by having phenomenal leaders that are continue pouring into you and helping you guys get paid. But for that person that's on the call and you want to actually become a 6-figure, 7-figure business owner, because let's be honest, drop some ones in the chat if you always had goals to be a business owner. I want to just know who I'm talking to. If you wanted to just be a business owner and have a successful business growing up, and you say, you know what, I want to be okay, all right. So I'm talking to the right people, right? So you got to understand, in this business, sometimes what we do, we have dreams, we have goals of being business owners, we have visions of being business owners, but we were never in a financial situation where we could probably start that business. Or when we became financially stable where we could start that business, you start realizing that business or that dream and that goal was no longer a lucrative thing, right? And that's for a lot of us. A lot of us probably had dreams to be doing something different than what we're doing here today. I know I did. I had multiple businesses that I wanted to start. I had multiple dreams of what I see myself doing. And you know, times change. We're in 2020 where business honestly just lives on the internet, right? So if you're here in this opportunity, I know sometimes you can kind of get lost in the sauce because, you know, we're mixing trading with networking, guys. When I seen this opportunity, not just I Am Mastery Academy, but when I first seen trading, I had goals of being a real estate agent. That was honestly my first goal. I got into network marketing because I wanted to make enough money to do real estate and make enough money so I could do music. And then I just so happened to get so deep into network marketing, I became a network marketing professional. But my first goal was, hey, I want to use this vehicle to fund my other dreams, right? And on that first day in my network marketing business, my first upline ever was a trader. He traded binary options. He traded Forex. And I remember looking at some of his network marketing training videos, and I stumbled across some of his trading videos, and I'm like, wow, this is powerful. And I understand that if someone can click buttons, right? If someone can click buttons and make money from the comfort of their home, the comfort of their bed, I understood right then at that moment, if this was ever turned into a product in a network marketing business, this is the perfect business model, right? So you got to understand, if you want to be a business owner, if you drop the 1 in the chat when I said, do you want to be a business owner, you have to understand right now in 2020, being a future business owner or being a business owner now, you now have the perfect business model. What do I call a perfect business model? A perfect business model is when you can walk outside and over 50% of the people that you talk to about your business are interested. Over 50% of the people that you talk to about your business have already heard about it. Over 50% of the people that you talk to about your business are probably already searching or looking to get into what you offer, right? It's one thing to sell something where you believe in it, you truly have the fire, the burning fire under you, and you truly believe in the product, you truly believe in the service, you think that is valuable. But it's different when you have a service and a product that's valuable to everyone that you pretty much speak to. Because at the end of the day, we literally walk outside and ask people, hey, do you want to make money or do you want to make money? Hey, do you want to make money because you don't have any capital, or do you want to make money because you have capital and your capital is just sitting? So you got to understand, what we offer is literally something that people pray, wish, and hope for, right? Right? So people are already praying, wishing, and hoping for what we're offering. And so sometimes we have to not allow the trading side make us forget about the whole concept of having a undeniable business. And that's really what I just want to talk to you guys about today, is having an undeniable business. It's one thing to pray on it, wish on it, hope for it, but when you're actually put into this, you may easily lose sight because of the trading. I'm gonna just let you guys know right now, we cannot allow trading to justify why we're being lazy, right? We cannot allow trading make us lazy and mess up the whole chain reaction that we have here, right? Because what we have here, guys, is literally a chain reaction. I've been trading for the last 7 years. And when I first started trading, you didn't see any people that looked like us talking about trading. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I remember getting on YouTube and typing Forex, and I was like, yo, this is not for me, because look at the people on here. Like, this clearly not for me. I'm not qualified, because look at the people that are teaching it. And I remember sitting there like, wow, I wonder if we could, learn this skill set and impact our cultures to be in front of the cameras like this too. Be in front of people, educating people too, because before all this IM and IML and IM Mastery Academy, literally people were charging 5, 10, 20, 50,000 for the simplest education, for 90% less value than we get here, guys. People were charging tens of thousands for 90% less value than we get here. So you gotta understand, we truly don't supposed to be here. If it wasn't for the internet, we wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for these millennials going out, finding these international brokers and finding ways you could get leverage and finding ways you could fund your account with $50, but that started because we were broke. The whole fund your account and the 500 leverage, and you could turn 100 into this, and you could turn 200 or 500 or 300. The reason why we start with that amount of money is because we were broke. We had no choice but to start with that much. But you gotta understand, this is literally made for the rich people. This concept is made for rich people, right? And so being a business owner, you gotta understand, okay, now this concept is accessible to everyone. Now you hear everyone talking about investing. You hear everybody talking about being an entrepreneur. You hear everyone talking about Bitcoin. A lot of people know about Bitcoin, but do they earn from Bitcoin? Those are two different things. You may have heard about it, but do you really know about it? And now you get to position yourself as an educator, right? I'm real big on making sure people mentally understand we are all educators. I don't care if you get paid from the company, right? It doesn't matter if you get paid from the company. Literally every single one of us are educators on the platform, right? Literally every single one of us are educators on the platform. right? But what I mean by education, it doesn't mean that you have to be the one in the group chat marking up charts. It doesn't mean you have to be the one that's calling signals. It doesn't mean that you have to be the one that's getting paid from the company, right? It doesn't mean you have to be on Go Live. It doesn't. We are educators because we access the information that a lot of people don't, right? If you go knock on 20 doors in your neighborhood and you ask them, do they know about Forex? Chances are you'll get 20 people that say no. Chances are you'll get 20 people that'll say, I either heard of it or I know nothing about it, right? And so that gives you an opportunity not to sell, right? Not to just sell something, not to be a network marketer, but to be an educator, right? You got to literally understand we are in the informational world right now. Literally, information runs the nation. Education is the most expensive thing that we're all going to pay for, right? And now people have the opportunity to become educated on the biggest markets of the world for a 3-figure decision, right? And so we cannot allow trading. I get it, guys. We come in, some of you done networking before. You don't want to talk to people. You might be an introvert, or you might, just want to get your profits and not share this with people. But guys, if you have that type of attitude, you're literally stopping the chain reaction that we have here. None of you would know about Forex if it wasn't from somebody marketing. There would actually be no traders out here like you see it if there wasn't for a marketer. Christopher Terry, the reason why we're even in this business, because he marketed his company, right? You gotta understand, every single person learns about trading because somebody's either selling something or sharing something, right? They're either selling a strategy, sharing a strategy. They're either selling their course, sharing their course, or you could be a part of a $100 million business and you're doing all of the above, right? So if you want to be a business owner, ladies and gentlemen, you literally want to go all out because you understand that now you have access to a $100 million business. You do understand that this is going to be a $1 billion business. Like, we're already a quarter away from a $1 billion business. I mean, we're a quarter in to a $1 billion business.
That's amazing, G. Say that again. We are quarter into a $1 billion business.
Absolutely. We're doing a quarter of $1 billion. So you gotta understand, okay, this is how I like to look at it. I really like to think outside the box when I look at these things. It's because, okay, I'm a part of a informational company in the informational era, and I'm a part of an app era, and I'm a part of a company that sells apps that teach you how to make money. So as a business owner, it's one thing to just start a business because you want to say you're a business owner. It's a different to start a business because you want a lucrative business. If you want a lucrative business and you want to be a business owner, there's no reason you shouldn't be going all out with this business. Ladies and gentlemen, I get it. I've been doing this for 7 years. I've been a part of the trading community for 7 years. I've seen everything that any of you think you're doing, or any of you think you got the master strategy, or you feel like you're becoming educator of the year, or I've seen it all, right? I've seen it all. But I'm gonna let you know right now, you cannot rush into becoming a trader. And you don't even wanna rush into becoming a trader. Like, guys, I'm real big on doing what makes sense. What is smart, right? In this system, they tell you to come in, join the business, and follow expert traders, get paid. Eventually, you'll be your own self-sufficient trader. But then they say, hey, to share this with people, one, because we don't want you coming out of your pocket to pay the monthly fee. We want you to understand that we want this to be a win-win situation, but we also tell you to share it with people so people have the opportunity to make the profits that you're making also, that people have the opportunity to get the information that you're getting also, right? So you can't really just sit there and say, okay, when I make some money, then I'll share it. Or when I get rich, then I'll share it. If you're allowing compensation be the only thing that sees this as a win or that verifies this as a win, you'll never be compensated. All right? You cannot allow compensation be the only thing that determines if you're winning in this concept or not. And that is the reason why we're here today. That's the reason why I'm at where I am today, because I was at my brokest moment when I met Christopher Terry. I was at my brokest moment. I tried to run a company. They froze all my merchants, all my accounts. I was trying to be something that I wasn't. I was trying to be this big CEO, network marketing CEO, and I wasn't ready for it. And so when I met Christopher Terry, I was at my lowest moments, but my ego was bigger than my bank account. Like, I had a huge movement, but my money and my assets just, it wasn't going the right way because I tried to run my own business. And literally, I remember sitting on a call with Christopher Terry, and he sat on this call with us for about 15 hours. 15 hours, me and Stevenson Lindor. And we sat there grilling him like, yo, we don't believe who you are. We don't believe nothing you're saying. We don't believe you make this much money. We was like, yo, who your mentor? We're going to look him up right now. And we were just grilling him. And at some point, I text Steve, and I said, bro, I think we need to kind of humble ourselves and listen to this dude. Because last thing we want to do is run away a $1 million relationship, right? And the fact that this man is sitting on a webinar with us and he owns a company, he's a multi-millionaire, he's a known trader, even though we're broke, we need to understand this is a win, right? It wasn't, oh, we see 100 chairmen, or there's a chairman 500, there's a chairman 100, there's a bunch of results being posted, now we see a win. No, we seen the opportunity to become a win is what made us understand this was a win. While a lot of you're probably in a situation right now where you're like, yeah, I'm getting on Tokyo China. Yeah, I'm a part of phenomenal leadership. Yes, China is pouring into me every single day. Yes, Logic, he's giving me trades every single day. Yes, I have phenomenal leaders that are mentoring me every single day, but I'm losing. I'm losing. I'm not P600 yet. I'm not P1000 yet. I haven't had a $1,000 day yet. Guys, we cannot allow compensation be the only thing that determines if we're winning. Because if you allow compensation to literally take control of your movements, you'll never start moving because compensation comes a lot later after you move. Okay? You will never start moving because the compensation becomes later after the movement. So if I could give you any advice for that new member or that new person in the business, if I could give you any advice, literally put yourself all the way into the business. Have some belief. If a multi-millionaire told you in the next 6, 9, 12, 18 months, if you do the right things every single day, you can make more money than you ever had in your life, would you do it? Would you do it? And I know this is like a dumb question, but the truth is a lot of people, I can tell them 6, 9, 12, 18 months, and they come back in 45 days and say, I don't get it, I gotta quit. Or they come back in 15 days. Not the whole billing cycle hasn't even went through. They come back, oh yeah, man, some things that popped up with the family. How I get a refund? Oh man, some things just, I'm not getting it. How do I quit? So you got to understand, literally, you got to put in the motions first. You got to do the work first. You got to learn first. You got to mark up on the charts first. You want to be a great leader, you got to be a great follower first. I feel like I've never said this before, but I'm going to say it to y'all. I feel like I was one of the best followers in my life, growing up. I never had a problem following. I've been a natural born leader all my life. Like, part of the football teams, I was captain, basketball teams, captain, high school, like, was the guy that just helped everybody in school. When I got out of school, I led a group of individuals doing other stuff. And then I'm in a position to lead now, right? But you gotta understand with this, it's like, if you really want to become a leader, and you really want to become a chairman, you really want to become a profitable trader, you must be coachable first. And when I say coachable, that means you can't be itching and fiending to replace your coach, because your time comes. There's never been a moment where I was itching and fiending to replace someone. Because I understood, as long as you're doing the right things, as long as you're staying on the right track, as long as you're following the right people, eventually your time comes. Good morning, man. Literally every single upline, every single mentor that I've ever had in my last 8 years, I do business with. Every single one. Any person that I went and learned from, paid for a strategy from, paid for a training from, joined their organization, they're all in this business. All of them. But it started with me showing them I'm a good student first. I would have had that relationship to be able to do that if I wasn't a good student first. Right? So a lot of you, you're coming into this business, and I see it all the time. People come into this business, you're skeptical about trading. You don't know nothing about trading. You don't think trading is real. You don't think you ever going to profit. You don't think you're ever going to get it. You don't think you're ever going to learn it. By your third day, you feel like you're the master trader. Just because you found out how to draw a trend line. Now you're thinking, yo, I could open up my own business. Charge $50, it's cheaper. We got to lose that mentality, right? Because the way I look at IM, and this is coming from someone with 7, 8 years, I've been trading probably longer than all these traders, all right? But even when I look at IM, to me, the way I look at it is these people, let's just put this out there too. I know a lot of you guys are learning trading, and you probably have a goal to be an IM educator. Let me just tell you, you probably have a better chance of hitting the lottery. Okay? You probably have a better chance at hitting the lottery than becoming an IML educator. All right, there's so many people that want to become educators. There's so many tasks you got to go through to become an educator. The whole educator thing, it wasn't even supposed to be what it is today, right? It wasn't supposed to be what it is today. Like, people come into business, they be telling, yo, my goal is to be an educator one day. And I'm like, you don't get it, right? So I know there's probably people on the line, they're like, yo, I want to be an educator. I'm not saying you can't become one. Get enough people paid, get your name ringing bells, get enough people tagging you saying they like, that's what you got to go through if you want to really be one. But here's what I want to say. Do you know IML educators get paid probably roughly $2,000 a month? That's around what they make. $2,000 a month to educate you. Not to put their business out there, but it is what it is, right? Some of them get paid more. Like the top educators, those are my best friends. They get paid a little bit more because their name was known a little bit more. They got more people paid. But right now, IM Mastery, we have enough educators. We have enough. Because I know there's no strategy that's never been told before. I know there's no way to trade that's never been shown before. I know anything that you know, you just learned anyway. And you probably learned it from somebody that's already on the platform. So why should they put you on there? Right? So you got to understand, it's way more important, right? It's way more important for you to understand that you're already an educator regardless of being on the platform or not. You got to look at it as like, I'm already winning because I'm even in the platform. You couldn't even get in the platform without an invitation. You're already winning because you have a millionaire mentor that pours into you knowledge every single day. Those are wins to me. Compensation is literally last to me when it comes down to what is needed to win, right? What is determined that you're winning? Because when I look at winning, I look at your culture, I look at your community, I look at the mentorship, and I look at the vehicle. And are there people winning in the vehicle? You literally have all those things. You have the culture, you have the community, you have the services, you have the proof that people are winning, right? So you have to already know I'm a winner. I don't have to become what somebody already is. Guys, if you feel like you have to become an educator or a master trader for your business to be successful, meanwhile you got Tokyo, China catching hundreds of pips every single night, your pride and your ego is in the way. Your pride and your ego is in the way, right? There's two types of people. People that are here to get paid and people that are here to be seen. You got to really ask yourself, which one are you? Are you here because you want to get paid? Or are you here because you want to beat your chest and say, I'm in front of the room, I'm a leader, look at me? Right? So you got to understand, guys, literally, the concept of this is not for you to come in, learn a little bit, 3 months, and start feeling like you're an educator. Start feeling like you're a master trader. You wanna be a student as long as you can, because while you're a student, you have phenomenal coach. This is what I don't get about people who join IM sometimes. It's because you have literally leadership saying, we want to do the hard work for you. I know that's what I tell new members. Let us do the hard work for you. If you want to build a business, let me talk for you. You want to build a business, let us present for you. You want to build the business, let us close for you until you're financially in a position to do it yourself. Same with trading. If you want to learn trading, let us mark up the charts for you. You want to learn trading, let us send the trades for you. Let us get your stop loss for you. Let us get your take profit for you. Let me teach a flag pattern for you. Let me teach a double top, double bottom for you. Let me teach you market structure for you. And all you have to do is follow the person who's getting the results until you're financially in position to train yourself, right? Until you're, guys, honestly, if you haven't cleared 6 figures on your taxes yet, you're not financially in position to start coaching yet. I'm not saying you're not getting there, but if you haven't even cleared 6 figures in a business with people who have cleared multiple 6 figures and multiple 7 figures that are the teachers, and you're trying to replace those teachers, that's pride and ego speaking, okay? That's pride and ego speaking to you. So at this point in this business, you gotta understand what's really important. What am I here for? I'm here to make money. I'm here to follow the people who are making money. I'm here to go the easy route. I don't need to make this harder. I see thousands of people every single day in this business make this actually harder than it what needs to be because they want to reinvent the wheel. They want to replace. I was talking to Chyna the other day. I said, yo, technically, Stevenson Lindor is literally my best friend, right? And I joke with him all the time. I'll be like, yo, technically, you work for me. You work for me, bro. You get paid through the company to send me signals. Where they at, bro? I need them. You send me the signals. You teach me what you pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn. You teach it to me for free, basically. You went to college. You went to this professor, you went to this educator, you watched hours of YouTube, you read the trading books, you paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, you lost tens of thousands of dollars, and then now that you become a master trader, I get to sit back and say, yo, send me them signals. And some of y'all on this call, you're trying to get rid of that? You want to get rid of that person? That's not a boss mentality. And when I say boss, I'm not saying like, I'm a boss, go do this and that. I'm saying bossed up mentality. Like an entrepreneur mentality. If, let's say I wanted to replace Stevenson Lindor. Okay, I see it all the time. He teaches people, then they come in the group trying to teach people the same thing he teaches every day. I see it every single day. And I know it's probably happening here. Right? You get on Tokyo, China, and then you try to wake up after profiting all night and teach the same things they teach. Right? This is what you're doing if you're doing that. You're basically running a multi-million-dollar business, and you're going to your assistant, and saying, I'm going to do your work from now on. Do that sound smart to you guys? Do that sound smart to you guys? Going to your assistant and saying, you know what? Thank you for helping me out, but I feel like doing your work too. Absolutely not. But that's what so many people are doing in this business. You gotta understand, you gotta let the educators do their job because Christopher Terry pays them to do it. If you're not getting paid from the company to do it, just stop. Because honestly, what you could be doing is taking away knowledge and value that people were actually looking for. Right? You may just be taking away value and knowledge that people actually need to stay consistent in your business, to stay plugged into your business, right? And so I'm telling you guys this because I want you to really get the right mentality with this business, because I understand a lot of people, they want to lay in their bed with their wife, with their husband, and say, look, man, I made $2,000 today, and then go to sleep. I get it. We want to allow trading. We want to allow trading profits to make it okay to be lazy. I get it. But here's the thing. If you're profiting and you're learning trading as much as you claim you want to, or much as you claim you are, then you should really want to go out there and share that with somebody. Right? I love talking this business. I sat on a phone call last night for like an hour, 30 minutes with some random people. I don't even remember what their name was. They were not even in the business. They're in another company. And I sat there just educating them on the right things to do in this field. After I was done educating, I didn't tell them about my business. I didn't tell them about my company. I didn't tell them I was a part of IM. But I educated them so much that they say, yo, whatever you do, we want to be a part of. Whatever you do, we want to be a part of it. Like, yeah, we're a part of another group. And they sell signals and they sell training, but the way you educate, we want to be a part of what you do because it sounds like you really know your stuff. And you want to know why I sound like that? Because as a business owner, I understand the whole concept. As a business owner, I understand what people are looking for. I understand what people need. I understand what makes people comfortable, what people see as valuable. And it's not compensation. Right? I don't tell guys, I made 6 figures in a day trading before. I don't tell people that to close them. I don't even tell people my rank to close them in the business. Because guess what? People don't care what you're making. They really don't. So if you're right now on this call and you're like, yo, when I make money, then I'll share it, you're lying. Because chances are you probably made $200 the other day. But you don't know what money is. You're saying when I make money, then I'll share it. And then you made 200 and you lost 200 back. You made 2,000, kept trading, over trading, lost the 2,000 back. You made 10,000, was in profit 20,000, floating, and you say, I wonder if it's gonna go more, and then it went into the negative, right? Or you made $50 and you weren't satisfied with the 50, even though you started with a $10 account. Or you made $50 and you weren't happy about the 50 and you started with a $50 account. It starts with your mindset, ladies and gentlemen. It literally starts with your mindset. You gotta understand what the real goal here is. The goal was never for you to turn 50 into 100. The goal was never for you to turn hundreds into thousands. The goal was never for you to turn 1,000 into 10,000. You wanna know what the true goal was? And a lot of people, this is why it's so messed up, because we think we're just supposed to hit the lotto, but the real goal when I first joined this company Chris used to say, yo, I just want to turn your 50 to 51. I just want to turn your 100 into 105. Because even if I turn your 100 into 105, we beat the banks by 5,000%. The goal here is to beat the banks. That's it. So even if you come in with $100 and you make 101, you beat the banks by so far. You beat the banks by so much. And when you lose that sight of what the true power is, you lose all your power in building a legitimate business. You lose all your power into going chairman, into going P5000, into going P1000, right? It starts with you understanding that, wow, I'm a part of the most valuable company on the internet. There's only a few companies really making noise. You want to know why we keep creating millionaires here, though? Because our product is undeniable. I looked at the back office yesterday. We got 23 million yearly earners. 23. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I've been in companies before, and these type of companies, you usually see like 2. And it'd be 2 for like 10 years. In the last 18 months, we did 20 of them. 20 of them. In a business that's been up, made some changes, went down, been up, had to correct a few things, get better traders, went down before again, went up. Every time we go down and up, the up is 10 times where our last up was. That's real, that's a legit business. That's a legitimate business. So if you're a part of this right now and you're not treating this like $100 million business or billion, God, by the end of this year, we will be over a $500 million business. Over. By the end of this year, we will either be a billion or like $750 million business. And you got to really ask yourself, dang, so you telling me about 400, 500,000 more people are going to join? And you're sitting there saying, well, when I learn how to trade, then I'll share it. You're setting yourself up for failure. You're allowing your ego, you're allowing compensation to literally control your movement. Because here's the honest truth with you guys. And like I said, I think I'm pretty qualified to say this. I've been trading probably longer than all of y'all, and I'm 29. So, I mean, you know, there's some people that's not millennials on here that's probably not have been trading this long. But this is what I'm trying to say, right? Learning how to trade is remembering, right? Learning how to trade means you remember what works over 50% of the time. Once you can remember what works over 50% of the time, you are now called a master trader. Y'all see how that works? And so it kills me when new traders pop up and they feel like they have the holy grail strategy, when the truth is you just started remembering what the last person was teaching you. Okay? There's no new strategy. I don't care what you change the moving average number to. I don't care what you change the color to. Call it Fibonacci, Hakamashi, whatever you want to call it. All of that stuff has been taught before. It's all been taught before. And learning how to trade only means you remembered that, okay, Monday through Thursday, I usually win. From 12 a.m. at night to 5 in the morning, I catch the most pips easily. But after I trade after 12, I usually blow all that money back into the markets. That means you remember from wins and losses what blew your account, what grew your account, and now you remember, and that makes you a profitable trader. That makes you a master trader. But here's what a lot of you are doing. You're coming in 3 weeks in, a month in, 2 months in, and you do it sometime. You don't even do it every day, right? You do it sometime, you go through the training sometime, you get on the call sometime, and you master how to draw a trend line, and now you feel like you're a master trader. You tell people, yo, I want to learn how to trade, then I can share. You're basically telling someone you're going to wait 2 years to share it. If you're saying, when I learn how to trade, then I'll share it, you're basically saying, I'm going to wait a whole year or two to share it. Meanwhile, while you were doing it some days, you could have shared it with someone who do it every day. You could have shared it with someone who learned it faster than you and could have pulled back for you. You could have said yes and start sharing it with a person who then came in and blew up the business and counted towards your income. The person who shared this business with me, he wasn't even a trader. He wasn't even a trader. And he shared the business with me, and I took the business serious, more serious than he did on the trading side, and I took it more serious than he did on the business side. All he had to do was sit there and stare at a wall, and he could have been a millionaire. So you never know that one yes or that one exposure or going. That's why we always say impacting lives. Like, I love that the company and the community and the culture that we've made that cool to say. Because the truth is, we're not just salesmen. We literally are impacting lives. That's not a lie. That's not an MLM sales pitch. We don't have to say that. Trust me, I've been in other companies and people be like, yo, we're changing lives. And this is a life-changing product. And we in a travel club, bro. Here, you get to say, yo, we're really changing lives, and you understand, not because financial, we're changing lives because of the education that you gain on the first day. I don't care if you've been in the business 1 day or 1 week. You can position yourself as a leader right now. If you understand the education that you've attained in the last 24 hours or the last week, is powerful enough for you to go close anybody. If someone with the compensation, someone that's earned the money, is telling you they don't use money to close people, what's the difference between us? Nothing. Like, people tell me all the time, oh, well, you can do that because you're successful already. I'm not talking about my success to people. I talk about other people's success to people. I talk about the partnerships that I have in this business to people. I talk about the community that I'm a part of to people, right? And you all can do the same exact thing. You all can say the same exact thing. I had a guy the other day tell me, yo, well, you could close people because you're a Chairman 100. I said, bro, how you think I got here? You think at Chairman 100, that's your first day closing people? No. Matter of fact, my first day in the business, this is literally how it went. I signed up. I hopped on a webinar like this. I went down my Facebook. I invited every single person. I said, I got something huge to show you. And we sat there all day and showed the presentation over and 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 over. We called it the track. That's what we called it. We was like, yo, we here all day, just pull up. And we sat there and we showed it over and over and over. I had no results. I was broke. I didn't know how the scanner even works. I couldn't even afford, at this time, Chris was trading futures. I couldn't even afford to trade with Chris Terry. But I still seen the value in the business. I still seen the value in the system. I still seen the value in the company, to the point I didn't say I'm gonna wait till I hit chairman, then I'll share it. I'm gonna wait till I stack up $5,000 and can trade with Chris, then I'll share it. I'm gonna wait until I master the harmonic scanner, then I'll share it. I said, no, this is powerful. This is valuable. We're sharing this. We're sharing this. And so if there's any advice I could give you, there's go all out right now. If I could give myself any advice in the beginning, it would be fail quicker, get made fun of more, embarrass yourself more, do more presentations earlier, show the plan more, follow up with that person a few more times. That's the only advice I would give myself now, right? Because eventually people start saying, no, I'm not interested. And then they start saying, thank you for contacting me, right? Depending on how you explain this business, it can either be a no, I'm not interested, or thank you for even calling me. But you gotta lead with the right stuff, guys. You can't just be talking about compensation. You can't be trying to become master trader. Because guess what? Even after you learn all that stuff anyway, the person you talking to not gonna wanna hear that stuff. They're not gonna even wanna hear all the big words and Fibonacci, whatever. They're not even gonna wanna hear all that stuff. Because the only thing they care about is how is this valuable to them? How is this gonna change their life? How is this gonna work for them, right? And the only way you can show somebody that it's gonna work for them is by showing them it's working for other people, right? So when you're making it all about you and all about your results, the truth is people don't really care about you. They care about the people that are connected to you that are winning, right? So if you're a part of a group chat and you see someone come through and say, I've been winning, and you don't go share that with everybody you know, you're losing. If you see someone pop a rank and you don't celebrate it, not just celebrate it, but you go share it, you don't share it with everyone you know, you're losing. Because those are the things that people truly care about, right? Those are the things that people truly care about. So if you're struggling building this business, chances are you're making it about you and you're making it about money. It has to be bigger than that. All right? It has to be bigger than you, and it has to be bigger than money, because chances are people have ran across people like you before, and they probably getting their own money. Not everybody's a red. I'm a red. You can just come to me and say, yo, we're going to make money. I'm going to be like, all right, where we at? But there's not a lot of reds in the world, right? There's not a lot of reds. So in order to understand what other people want, you got to let them talk first. You got to listen first. This is why I say you got to be a good follower first. I told y'all about the call last night. That couple, they got on the call, yeah, man, we're a part of this business, and they not doing this, and I don't feel like they told me everything. So about the time I started talking, I only talked about the things they cared about. I sensed the problem, and I found out how what we offer can be the problem solver. And so when I educated and I educated and I educated, that's why at the end of the call, they said, whatever you do, we want to be a part of it, because I listened to what their problem was. And then I said, okay, this is how we can solve their problem. So you got to be a great listener. You got to be a great follower. You got to understand, yo, what I offer is valuable to everybody in the space. What I offer, I'm not ashamed to post it. I'm not ashamed to share it. Guys, if you haven't even shared this business with your family, you don't even believe in the business. So why would they believe in you? If you haven't even shared the business with your family, like look at Chyna, right? Her whole family is in the business. You can't say she don't believe. It's clear. Because if you don't even put your family in, that means you like, man, I don't really, man, I believe in it, but man, I don't really want to put him in a position where he might lose, or he don't get it, or, he blow the last money to his name. You don't even believe. People can sense if you're all in your own business. People can sense it. People can see it. They know, like, yo, you don't even believe. You're ashamed to even post your business. You're ashamed to even write a list and contact the list of your business, for your business. You're over there trying to do God's work. I think he will. I think she won't. I think he got the money. I think she, you not God, bro. You got to just share them the business. Seriously, you have to just do your job. You cannot make the decision for another person. You have to do your job to make sure you're educated, make sure you understand how to explain it the right way, make sure you can share the business the right way, make sure you can show the products the right way, the services the right way, edify the leaders the right way, edify a story. God, I know some rank up stories better than I know my story. I'm a Chairman 100. You would think I could just tell my story all day. I don't even tell my story. You know why? Because if I run across a great leader, they're going to tell it for me. And me being a great leader, I need to tell someone else's for them. That's where the money, that's a gem. That's a gem. Leaders don't talk about themselves. Right? They don't talk about themselves. Other people talk for them. They tell the story for them. So in order to position yourself in that situation one day, you have to start telling other people's stories. You have to start edifying other leaders. You should know who's ranking up in the group, how long it took them, how long they've been in the business, where they're from. You should know these things because those are the tools that's going to help you run this vehicle. Those are the tools that's going to help you become successful. All I do is show the product, show other people success, show the mentorship, and people, they close all day. That's it. That's it. Yo, look at this person. Look at this person. Look at that dude. Look at this dude. Yeah, this guy, him, her. Yeah, they're winning. They're a part of the business. And they say, wow, you're connected to these winners? It's not just you? Well, clearly, if you can win and they can win, there's room for me to win. But imagine if I made it about me. What they say? Well, you're winning. Good for you. But when you make it about other people, they say, wow, they're winning. They're winning. Wow, you're really talking highly about that person. You have to be a great leader because you're not talking about yourself. You're praising that person's results. You're edifying this person. So that means me being a mentee, I understand that my mentor is not a hater. People want to know their mentor is not a hater because the honest truth, everybody that you bring into the business actually has a goal to be better than you. But if they feel like you're a hater, they won't feel like they can spread their wings under you. Right? They won't feel like they can spread your wings under you, guys. So if you guys are in the group, like I said, continue to use the leadership, continue to use the help that you guys have. I was on a phone call yesterday. The dude was like, yo, I hate asking for help. I said, you'll never be helped. I hate accepting help. Well, you're going to struggle. I get it. We're all grown men. We're all grown women. We want to do it ourselves. We want to do it ourselves. We want to figure it all out. We want to go. It's like the husband who wants to put together the table or put together something, and the instructions is right there, but he keeps saying, "No, I'm gonna figure it out," and he's messing up the whole thing. Guys, the instructions are right there. You don't have to go the route your grandpa went. All right? You don't gotta figure it out. It's figured out for you. The system is here. This system that you're a part of has created more millionaires than anything I've ever seen. It's created so many millionaires that I can't even count the six-figure earners no more. Listen to that. The system you're a part of. The system you're a part of, you hit $1 million and you get clapped for it for like 5 minutes because it's normal. All right? That's the system you're a part of. So now at this point, you have to say, okay, I'm going to run the whole play. I'm going to run the whole system. I'm not going to freestyle. I'm not going to try to become master trader and take myself out the game. I'm going to allow these traders that has experience to get me paid. And when I get paid, I'm going to share this with somebody so they can have the opportunity to do this the same way or do it better than I'm doing. So, guys, when you get off of this call, literally go all in with your business. Go all in, like live the business. I challenge you to just live the business for 6, 9, 12, 18 months. Because you're going to live either in or out the business anyway. So you might as well live completely in the business. Do this every single day. Tell Chyna, yo, you can chill for the day because I'm going to do a presentation. Like, step up, be a leader, host your own calls, host your own training. Right? Help your leadership take the brand to higher levels. Like, every single one of you can be a leader. Every single one of you can grow a huge organization, but it starts with you even wanting to do it. It starts with you being in the mood. Like, here's the honest truth. If you want the results that Chyna has, you have to be in the mood to do the stuff that Chyna does. It's no longer a secret. Some of y'all still come on calls with your notebook, come to events and be like, can I ask you a question? Can you tell me the secret sauce? Guys, you know the sauce now. You know the secret now. You know everything now, right? The only difference now is, are you in the mood to execute? Are you in the mood to look at that notebook full of notes and start doing each thing you wrote a note on one by one? Are you in the mood to struggle for 6 months? Are you in the mood to struggle for 9 months, 12 months, 18 months? Guys, do you realize we're 6 months in the year already? Do you realize we're 6 months into the year already? So these 6 months go by quick. So if I'm telling you, hey, do the right thing for 6, 9, 12, 18 months and you'll make more money than you ever have, and you can't stay consistent every day for 6 months, you don't really want to be successful. And the only way you do it, like 6 months, I throw that number out there, but that's for the people who go overboard for the success. If you want to do it in 6 months, like I did it in 6 months, but I remember what I had to do it in 6 months. I lived this. I lit up, I lit down, lived it. I ate it. I walked it. I talked it. I inhaled it. I breathed. Like, my breath of fresh air was the business. And after that 6 months, I was able to live regular life. Right? So you have to ask yourself, is dedication and sacrifice your loved ones, or time with your loved ones, time with your family, time to watch TV, time at your job? Guys, if you hate your job, if you love your job, great. But still use your job, don't let them use you. But if you hate your job, there should be no excuses. Sleep is not that important. Sleep isn't that important, right? So at this point in the business, guys, at this point, you now have to say, I got to do all the right things. I got to go all out, make sure I'm doing the right things. I got to show the plan, 4 to 5 times a week. I got to hop on all the team calls. I got to invite guests every single day. I got to prospect every single day. I got to get out my own way. I got to get these profits. You understand, you're getting profits so you're comfortable and confident to share your profits. That's the chain reaction. You're not getting profits to sit on your butt and tell your wife, yeah, I profited today. Yeah, it was a good day. No, you're profiting to complete the chain, right? You're profiting to complete the chain reaction. This is a domino effect business. The reason why we have all these educators, because we want you to profit. The reason why we have all these educators, because we want you to learn trading. Not learn trading so you can disappear, learn trading so you can impact more people with trading. This is not an energy drink. This is not weight loss. This is not travel. Nothing against those things. I love those things too. But this is different. This is different. You get to literally share this with someone and your heart start beating because you did a good deed. You don't share this with someone and you be like, dang, man, I told him a lie. No, we don't lie. We don't lie. We're not lying here. When we say it's the biggest market in the world, guess what? That's a fact. When we say you can make money from your cell phone, guess what? That's a fact. When we say you can grow your money faster than the banks grow your money, that's a fact. When we say cryptocurrency is taking over the world and you need to be educated on crypto, that's a fact. When we say, yo, we marked up this chart and we knew the markets was about to crash 3 years ago, that's a fact. We didn't know about the corona, but we knew the market was crashing 3 years ago. That's a fact. So no matter who I run into outside, you can't tell me this information is not valuable. So you gotta understand you have valuable information that the world needs, especially if you know someone in the middle or lower class. They need this. It's one thing to not be allowed to do it, but now we're allowed to do it. And guess what? The reason why people are not doing it, people say, well, why everybody not doing it? Because we're the first set of educators for the regular people. You get there, right? We are the first set. We're the first set in a decade. This has only probably been going on for like a decade now. We are the first set of individuals from regular households, regular lives, regular families, regular middle class, lower class individuals who now have the education, information that the higher and 1% has been had. And we're now the first people to go out in the world and educate other people from the same places we are from. Because everybody before us was people like Christopher Terry. You think Christopher Terry picking up the phone, calling your auntie, talking about you want to learn Forex? No, it's your job. It's your job. And being, thank God that people like Christopher Terry and all the people before us wasn't doing stuff like this, because guess what they left room for us to do? Run $1 billion business, sharing information that's been hidden for people for 500 years. I dare you to go on Google right now and type in how long Forex been around. It's gonna say 500 years ago. But it wasn't until 12 years ago that we were even allowed to trade. So that means 500 whole years, this has been hidden from people. And for the last 12 years, it's just been known. And for the last 4 years, it's become a big thing. So if you really want to be a business owner like you claim you do, you will realize any successful business owner, they stay in front of what's going to become the new normal. You want to know how Mark Cuban became a billionaire? He was one of the first people to sell streaming for sports because he seen that was going to become the normal. Want to know how Jeff Bezos became the richest person in the world? Because he realized people kind of tired of going to the store. They'll probably just want to order this stuff and have it delivered to them pretty fast. He was in front of what's going to become the new normal. We all have smart devices that we pay for, and they claim they're smart, but if your phone's not paying you, it's not really that smart. And now we're a part of a company where your phone, the device that people are using the most every single day, can now pay you. And you as a business owner, you're one of the first people to sell that platform. Do you realize celebrities still don't even know about this platform? That means you're ahead. And sometimes, guys, you're afraid of being ahead. You're afraid of being ahead when that's where the money is at. You like, well, why everybody not getting it? Why everybody don't understand? That's your job to make them understand. You doing that dirty work, you doing that education, that's an automatic $1 million business. You are in position where you automatically have a $1 million business if you go open your mouth. But the problem is, some of you are talking to two people and then got the nerve to tell Chyna, I'm trying. You got your mama on one opportunity call. I've been inviting people. You heard no and broke down like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Guys, you gotta understand this is serious business. And like I said, forget what's gonna join after this. Let's just use what just happened in the last few weeks. During a whole recession, over 100,000 people joined the business. During a recession. So coming out of recession, if you don't think that new 100,000 people leads into more people, you're lost. Because here's the thing, and I'm gonna throw it back to Chyna after this. Going out and telling someone that I have the power to educate you on trading, I can sell you trading, is way more powerful than going outside and telling someone I trade. All right? Being able to tell someone I have the power to educate you on trading, I have the community that can show you trading, is way more powerful than going outside and saying I trade. Who's the richest people in our business right now? I'm not even sure if they trade. Who are some of the main people that wish to hit chairman? The educators. So think on that one. Think on that one. Because I haven't met one educator that don't want to hit chairman. But I've met a lot of chairmen that don't care about becoming an educator. All right. So you got to find that balance to get what you need. Because if you've never, I'm telling you right now, trading with a $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 account is way better than trading with a $20, $50, or $100 account. So you want to put yourself in a position where you can actually see the real power of trading. If you had to come out your last dime to get into the business, or hey, money's kind of funny right now, or I just don't have a lot of capital, you should really be taking the business side serious. Because I've seen a lot of people hit chairman before they became a profitable trader. I've seen a lot of people grow a profitable business before they learn how to trade. Regular people, not the people with the gift of gab, They can just hop in front of a camera, start talking. They can get on stage, rock the crowd. No, I'm talking about regular individuals. All because they went out there, opened their mouth, shared the power, shared the knowledge, shared the skill set. They didn't have to talk about their income. And just because they didn't allow income determine if they're winning or not, now they're winning. Now they're making 25K a month, 50K a month, and they can throw 10,000 in a trading account, make $1,000 per day. That's real trading. That's when you really see the power of trading. If you start with a skeptical 50, you should be building. If you have 100, you should be building. 1,000, you should be building. Right? If you're a P600, I always say a P600 is a smart customer. A P600 means your ego isn't in the way. Shout out to all the P600s. But even at P600, you gotta understand, it's your customer, and then you're a smart customer. Because even at P600, you didn't have to do any crazy building. You can hit P600 chilling on the couch, taking signals, calling people, yo, I don't know what I just did, but they sent me a message, I copied it, I pasted it, I put it in, I'm up 200. You should do this too. You hit P600 on the couch. P1000, that means you see the impact. You see the power. You see what it can do. But just, guys, everybody should be a smart customer at least. P600 trading with the company's money at least. If you're not trading with the company's money, what you doing? I told my boy the other day, I said, yo, I got $1 million in Ripple coins from the company's money. What we doing? That's free. That's free. All I did was join the business to learn how to trade. I got a free business. I start sharing the business with people, and now this free business funds my whole life. Trust me, I got trading accounts. Like I took Kathy idea. I got 7 live accounts. But if I wasn't in the business, you think I could fund 7 accounts, multiple thousands? No. Right? So definitely take advantage of the business, because this business, right, it's the perfect opportunity, the perfect timing to allow this business to fund all your other dreams. To fund all your other dreams. Okay? Every single one of you guys can go chairman, long as you're doing what the chairmen are doing and you're doing the right things, you're sharing the plan, you're sharing the vision, you're sharing the education. Then you can share compensation. So Chyna, I appreciate you. I'm gonna throw this thing back to you so you can close it on. I appreciate every single one of you that are on the call. It's Saturday. I hope you guys have a blessed Saturday. Like, really conquer this Saturday. Don't just sit around. Don't just let the day go by. And please, guys, I hate when people do this. Please don't get off this call, be all hyped up, and go lay down. Like, I know that's what y'all be doing. Don't do it. Please don't get off this call, hear all these gems, all these nuggets, and say, oh, that was a good call. Yeah, what we eating today? Yeah, what's on TV? Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Sacrifice some time now, doing things you're uncomfortable with, doing some new things, going all out for your business, because I promise you the next 6, 9, 12, 18 months of doing that, you can make more money than you ever had in your life. So Chyna, love you, appreciate you throwing this thing back to you. Let's get it, let's go. Y'all already know we are out.
Wow. Oh my gosh. First of all, y'all make some noise for your brother Rich off the net, Mr.
Thank you, thank you,
Garrett.
thank you.
Wow, that was
amazing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So powerful.
Powerful, yes.
Thank you, brother. Awesome.
Has spoken.
The notes on
Thank you,
right
sir.
click.
Appreciate
To
it.
God be the glory.
Awesome. God be the glory. Right.
Thank you so very much.
So powerful. It's so powerful. I'm so grateful, Garrett, that you hopped on here, my brother, and really was able to just pour and share and give and helps. I mean, man, I believe that you unlock Legacy and the King. I believe you unlocked so much in the minds of the people that's on a call today on every single level. If you feel like you gained something, go ahead and just light the chat up with threes in the chat. I've taken notes, not just to write them down for the sake of writing them down, but so that I can study the information and knowledge and make sure that I'm applying to make sure that I'm growing and going to the next level. And I encourage you guys to do that. I mean, one of the things that stood out to me the most that he said that really kind of set the tone for the conversation was, don't allow you learning how to trade to cause you to become lazy. Don't use that as an excuse for laziness. Don't use saying, well, you know, in other words, I'm going to learn this first and then I'm going to, no, you can actually multitask. You can learn and share at the same time with your excitement. You don't have to be a multi-millionaire to go share this idea. You don't have to have a $10,000 trading day to go and talk to somebody and see that it's valuable and see that it's good. And so many people are breaking and stopping a chain reaction that they came in on. You came in on a chain reaction to somebody just being authentically excited and believe that they could help to make impact in their own family, to make impact in their own community. I mean, the nuggets of what I wrote down was so amazing. I love how he even went further and said, listen, some of you are looking to be the next educators on IM. You have a better chance at winning the lottery because so many people want that. Like, that was so profound because I believe that some people, well, once I master it, now you're talking about mastering trading? You need 10 years of anything to become a master at it. And the reality of it is most people don't have the money to put in their account to get to that point. He broke down the culture and history of a space where you needed millions to participate. So how you gonna come in with a skeptical 50 with all of these aspirations when the truth is you really need to make some money? So you can't afford to leave money on the table. So what I heard you say, Garrett, is get out of your own way. Trust the process. Be coachable and know what you truly have your hands on in the midst of this time right now. Yes, being coachable is uncomfortable because it's forcing you to be stretched and it's forcing you to level up. It's forcing you to grow. It's forcing you to become uncomfortable with those things. I just want to say that that call was, this information was amazing. Yes, it is recorded. Yes, it's going to be on the Rich University YouTube page. I'm excited to just the knowledge. I don't even have to reiterate nothing at all. Nothing needs to be reiterated on this call. The main thing right now is the action steps that you take. You gain the information, you gain the knowledge, you got the insight. Now, what do you do with it right now? What do you do with this? He already told you, don't go lay down. Let that not be the thing you do. Let that not be the thing you do. Don't go lay down, okay? What we need you to do is actually be up, be aware, alert. One second. We need you to take this information and apply. Take this information and apply it. Take this information and run the work. The hard work is done. I love how he says the support that you got. Like, we didn't have that in the beginning. Like, why would you God has put you in a position of total blessing. You said, well, look, I'm gonna go ahead on and play God, and you know, this one may not. I mean, Garrett, you share so much.
Hey, Chyna, can I say one more thing?
Absolutely, come on in.
Guys, yo, I've been seeing this nightclub, and guys, man, it's so powerful what your leadership is doing. You got Chyna, you got Logic, like he's literally getting you guys paid every single night. Right? I'm seeing two people who came in saying, look, we don't really know nothing about trading. We don't really care about trading. Literally go all the way out to learn it enough to help you guys get paid, right? You got to understand that takes a lot of courage, right? It takes a lot of I'm going to just stop at courage. But it takes a lot of courage to even step up and say, I'm going to put the responsibility in my hands to make sure my people are getting paid every single night. Every single night. The nightclub is not boring. It's not boring. It's not lame. It's fun. It's impactful. It's getting you guys paid. So drop some fire in the chat one more time for Logic, Chyna, the whole nightclub, the whole Tokyo, Chyna, because guys, I'm telling you, if you learn to edify that correctly, you learn to edify Logic correctly, you learn to edify the nightclub correctly, that tool alone can help you go charity. Wow. That tool alone can help you guys be successful. Guys, Chyna, keep killing it. Tell Logic, keep killing. I already see he going crazy on that chairman run. I can't wait to see y'all guys again, man, and keep turning up with that nightclub because it's definitely powerful, guys. I'm seeing it myself. It be packed out all the time. Like, keep showing up. We get pipsy. We don't get tipsy. We get pipsy, right? Guys, if you can't have fun with that, I don't know, guys. If you're not having fun with that, you're not showing up to that, then you just truly don't want it, guys. So, yeah, nightclub is very inspirational, motivational, guys, and you should be proud to be a part of it. You should be proud to go tell someone that you are a part of a real nightclub where you actually get paid in it.
Wow. Wait, hold up, G. I didn't even know. Wait, G talking about the nightclub like he be on that mug. We gonna
be on it. I've seen it. Wow. I've seen it myself. I've seen it myself.
Man, that is nightclubbers. Y'all better make some noise. Like the chat up with some nines. Big shouts out to Logic Mix. In fact, Mr. Logic Mix, hop on in here real quick. Give us some feedback. You got your brother G on the line. This is a family affair.
Logic, what's up?
Where you at, babe?
What's happening with y'all out there, man? What's up, G, my brother? What's up, my wifey, Dr. Chyna? What's going on with y'all out there?
Man, this is amazing, man. You hear G, man. G.
Oh, man, bro.
Nightclub lingo on
Man, I appreciate, Garrett so much, man. Garrett is my brother, what I'm saying? Impeccable leader. You know what I'm saying? I always tell G all the time, every time I see him, how proud I am of him. You know what I'm saying? Just for being a brother to really introduce this to everybody. You got to always pay homage to the brothers who, pass the information on to everybody. Being that G from a era that I came from being from the streets to saving thousands of lives. You know what I mean? And purity in his heart. I mean, y'all just heard the call, man. I'm over here so fired up. I was trying to surprise the wife. I'm gonna get some fried lobster real quick. Bring it back with some crab legs, and I'm just saying, man. Garrett just gave me a whole nother fire. You know what I mean? And I told my brother in London that, G, we coming, bro. We gonna do this thing, bro. We gonna take this thing and make this thing bigger. I'm talking about, shots out than anybody could ever see it. And of course, for Isis Delatorre and Christopher Terry for even creating, man. Thank you for even sitting down with Chris. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, man, for being a brother to really see what was in front of you. You played chess very well, G. You know what I'm saying? You in history now, so y'all go ahead and light that chat up. You know what I'm saying? For Garrett, man, Garrett is one of the only brothers that I know that created history for everybody. So light that chat up for Garrett Roberts, man. Thank you for pouring into the Rich University family, man. Shouts out to my wife, Dr. Chyna. I love you so much. All of the rank ups, you know what I'm saying? Talia and Tol, congratulations on that P5000. Everybody on the movement. Everybody see what it is. One band, one sound, like Dr. Lee said in the movie. Let's get it. Let's remain humble. You understand, ladies and gentlemen? Enjoy your Saturday. Like Garrett said, your preparation. Prepare for next week. I'm preparing for next week. My preparation. What I tell y'all on the nightclub. Preparation. Preparations to save nations and generations. Let's go. Back to you, Dr. Chyna, baby.
Wow, that is.
Let's go.
Man, listen, if y'all don't tell social media up with this, one thing I could say, Rich, while you on real quick, what is it that this group could do? We got a mixture of millennials, Gen Zs, but a lot of baby boomers. I'm the millennial in the family. I don't know what my husband is. I think there's Gen X's or something like that. So in my house, you got, if he's a Gen X, I don't know, Gen Zs, I mean millennials, me, and then my daughter that's a Gen Z. what do we need to do to help the baby boomers and maybe my husband's era to understand? My husband does amazing on social media, but I'm talking about the people who don't know how to take this energy to social media so people could attract. Just one more thing, if you don't mind, just help them out, because they get Pepsi in the nightclub. They're catching 300 pips a night with Tokyo Chyna. We dropping number bombs and fire with this, but it's on social media. It's only about 10 people for real that tag us in posts, that really share the information that's making, what is it, anything, G, that you can help out some of these people that are not socially connected or conscious, know what to do when we say share this on social media, so that they can start to attract people to the success that they're experiencing.
Absolutely. I mean, if you guys aren't on social media, you gotta understand social media is literally where business lives at, right? And your social media is your new business card. When I go outside, people ask me for a business card, I be like, no, I got social media. Because on a business card, you can lie about who you are. You can't really lie about the life you're living on social media. So you gotta understand, if you wanna start really growing this business, social media starts with you showing them the journey. I know a lot of us, we like, I don't really want to show social media because I'm not where I want to be in life, or I just didn't grow up showing everything. The world we're in right now, as a salesman and saleswoman, in order to get sales, people have to be comfortable with who you are. In order to get people comfortable with who you are, you have to show people who you are. Right? You cannot be successful in this business if you're not even showing people, I love to take walks through the park.
Stop
and
it.
because of this business,
Stop it.
I can take more walks through the park.
All right.
I love to take my kids to the movies. And because of this business, I can take my kids to the movies on Tuesdays and Thursdays when most people are at work. I just joined this business. I'm reading this book. I just joined this business. I'm on this mentorship call. I just joined this business. I'm going through the training. Here's my first trade on this product. I'm in the nightclub getting Pepsi, right? You should literally show every single thing you're going through to grow your business, because it makes people comfortable to know you're just like them. If you can make people feel like, oh, snap, he's winning, or he's a part of something that's winning, and he's just like me, they will join your business. So you have to use social media, and we can't be in the mindset to feel like, oh, well, I ain't grow up doing this type of stuff, or I'm a little older. We don't really, guys, everyone uses social media. It don't matter what your age is, Generation Z, Generation X, baby boomers, millennials, they all use social media to grow their business, right? Every single one of them. And you just have to show who you are. Like if you hear Chyna come on here and give a gem, here's what I would do. Every time you hear a gem, write it down and go repeat it on your social media. Every time you get off a training, write down a few key things you took from the training and go share it on your social media. If you hear a punchline, copy it and share it on your social media. If there's a call that's going on, try to remember the call as best as possible and go repeat it on your live on social media. Because what you're going to do is, not only are you learning in your mind, but you're now putting out an image to people that I am a leader because I just stole this information from a leader. And not only am I saying it and repeating it, so it's teaching me, I now have the image as a teacher to my people. People don't care about if you came up with it or not. Honestly, everything you hear a leader say, they most likely got from another leader. Right? Alex says it all the time. Look, everything y'all hear me say on stage, I stole from someone. And I'm just the person to deliver the message. Alex says it all the time. He's the highest paid networker in the world. He says it all the time. Look, all my information is stolen. I did not create this stuff. And if you want to be known and seen on social media, you have to now position yourself as a leader. You have to position yourself as a teacher, a coach. I always tell people there's only 4 types of successful marketers. There's 4 types. Write this down. There's 4 types of successful people in network marketing. You have your motivation marketers. You have your training marketers. You have spiritual marketers. And you have your lifestyle marketers. Right? Figure out which one of those people fit your image. Find some people in the company you can relate to. And if I could tell you anything that really worked for me, it was copying. I became a 6-figure, 7-figure earner in this industry because I would get on webinars, I would get on trainings, I would hear what they would say, I would write it all down in a notebook, and then I would go on Facebook and repeat the words. People started coming to me and saying, "Oh, you be killing them trainers." I bet I do. I just stole this stuff. I bet I do. My upline, he a beast. Yeah, I know. But guess what it painted my image to be. Right? So not only was I getting the information, because what started happening was I started running out of information. And so I had to go get some more training, get some more training, get some more training, get some more training, get some more training. People be asking me, how am I so knowledgeable? Because I was still in training all the time. I got to learn this. I got to learn that. I got to learn this just so I can share it. When I told you guys earlier, don't learn trading so you can learn trading. Learn trading so you can share it. That's the real secret. You want to learn stuff so you can then share it. Because people love an educator. People love someone with knowledge. Right? People love someone with knowledge. And if you become a student, right, and a follower, that can eventually turn you guys into a leader. So when it comes down to social media, guys, literally, like I just gave you guys some real, because a lot of people, they have trouble coming up with what to say. Don't come up with what to say. Go steal it. Some of y'all probably like, this dude is tripping. No, go steal the stuff to say, because eventually you're going to train yourself into being that person you took it from.
G, you so facts on that, because I was telling my daughter Angie, I was like, the whole game is like really recycled. When I look at maybe Alex. So I remember when Austin used to always be like, my mentor said, like every time he get on a stage, my mentor said, my mentor said, my mentor said, and it was so attractive because it's like, well, who the heck is your mentor? Because if you want to be connected to somebody, they better have a mentor, right? And he'd be like, my mentor said, and I'd be like, who are you? Like when you say your mentor, he said, whatever book I read.
Yeah, his mentor is whoever he can remember said that quote.
That's right, man. He would read these quotes and these books, and he would just regurgitate the information, which then put him in a higher position than he was, because he was just grasping the information and sharing the information, grasping the information. He didn't wait till he learned and understood everything. He grasped it, and whatever resonated with him, it was a talking topic for him now. And he would lead it off by saying, my mentor said, do you know what that means in today's time? When somebody will say that out of their mouth, my mentor said, it makes you look more educated. They don't know if that's your personal mentor that sat on a call with you with a 30-minute session. All the while, this is somebody who book he read or something that he got off of a quote that he read that resonated with him. Man, you know, my mentor, he's a philosopher. Or something like that. That stuff is, the game is recycled. I mean, that is a fact that you can literally get off this call. Now I'm a little different, G. I feel like I think it's also attractive to give credit where credit is due, right? So like it don't hurt you to show who you align to, right? Getting off of a call and G drop this knowledge, I'm going to my page and I'm about to let them know who the mentor is and where I got it from. Why? Because that means I get to leverage G platform. I get to leverage the connection. I get to show screenshots. That's how you got to think, especially if you don't have the story created yet. Because see, it's one thing if Austin is saying his mentors that he never met, but it's something else if he's sitting face to face with his mentor, and now he can prove that when I say my mentor said, I'm connected, I'm aligned, I'm plugged in, and I got a direct conversation. So what some of you need to do is literally put this thing on gallery mode and screenshot it and show that not only did your mentor say it, but you got access to your mentor.
Absolutely.
That part right there is amazing. Like, you got Garrett Roberts on the line right now. Christopher Terry called to kick this whole thing off. How are you going to leverage that with all the gems he just said? So now you don't have to just say your mentor from afar, your mentor right here who's on a call, multiple 7-figure earning. He said he had a 6-figure trading day. Who cares how much money you made? I love something you said, G. You said, if you're struggling, it's because you're making it about you and you're making it about money. Don't make it about you and your story. Make it about the stories. Start to collect stories. Stories from the members in the community, stories from your leadership, and share their stories. And then no longer it'll be about you, and no longer will it be about your money. Because you keep saying that people want to see how much money you make. No, they don't. They want to see that it works. They want to know that it works. And that's going to come from you believing that it works and how you share with enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
I really can't say no more. The call is done, G. You've been amazing. Thank you so much, Logic. Big shouts out to all the rank ups. We got a training tomorrow. Tokyo and I are doing a training tomorrow, guys. G already said it. What you already get inside the community, inside of being an IM, is already priceless. Now we're going into giving you more. This never know, sauce, guy. We're giving you extra sauce. So Tokyo Pips, come on in here real quick. I know you done took down you got a whole book you done wrote over there. Big shouts out to Tokyo Pips, y'all. I'm excited about the continued value that you get to get. Tokyo China is on tomorrow, guys. Do not miss it. Make sure you plug in. Make sure you get ready to receive the emails necessary so that you do not miss the training. You just had Rich Off the Net today. You got Nightclub that's consistent. You got Tokyo China that's coming out. If you're going to choose to say, I'm going to leave that and only take this, man, none of us in a position to leave nothing on the table. If you are ready to go all out, willing to go all out, and about to go all out right now, you're going all out right now, I need you to drop some 7s in the chat, some 5 emojis in the chat. If this call, something Rich Off the Net said just clicked for you. You just needed to hear from somebody different that just clicked for you. And you said, you know what? This was the call that absolutely changed my life. And I refuse to sit here and not take advantage of the business. This is a multi-billion-dollar movement in your hands. In a $1 trillion daily market. If you know that you may have been sitting on the sideline, maybe you was the person saying, you know what, I'm gonna learn how to trade first and I'm gonna go teach everybody. They're not paying this company for you to teach them. They don't want you to teach them, sis. Sis, they don't want you to teach them, sis. They don't want you who just learned this a couple of months ago to be the teacher, sis. They don't want you to teach them, bro. So stop making it about you, bro. Stop making it about you, sis. That's what they're paying for, the educators who know what they're doing, who already cleared 6 figures in this, bro. Who already cleared 7 figures in this, sis. So can you stop saying that, please, so that nobody says that the Rich University community is talking selfish, please. We're not a selfish community. Please don't break the chain reaction. Continue to bless other people the way you've been blessed. So with that being said, man, Rich Off the Net, we are humbled. We just want to say thank you, my brother, for just being who you are. Thank you for taking the torch. Thank you for not being selfish. Thank you for not leaving us out. Thank you for saying yes to Chris. Thank you for still being here. Congratulations on your brand new baby. Give Meg my love. Tell her congratulations. She getting her own bag. Like, hold up. We about to hit this chairman run. Everybody in our house is doing this right here. My husband, my daughter. You see what's going on with the Jets. My parents just said yes. We're not playing. We breaking generational curses, guys. The chains are being broken. So, G, we are grateful. We are godly proud of you. We know the best is yet to come, but we just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have been blessed today tremendously by your wisdom of you sharing. So talk of your pips, come on in.